All right, and welcome everybody to the next series of games you're going to be seeing. We are going to be going through the Legacy of Kain series because I've been wanting to do this. I knew I wasn't going to get to stream it, so might as well record and get it up here on the glorious YouTube. But welcome everyone to the next series. Thanks everyone for all the support throughout all of the Dragon Ball Sparking episode battles. That took way too long. This time it's not going to be as long. No, that's a lie. This is going to be pretty long. But yeah, we're going to be playing through the Legacy of Kain series, starting with Blood Omen. Then Blood Omen 2, I believe, is the next in the series, if I remember right, chronologically, for how the story is told. And then we go into Soul Reaver and Soul Reaver 2. Unfortunately, I don't have a copy of Defiance. So if I can get one by the time we're getting through the Soul Reaver series, I think we might be able to do it. So, but yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing in this set of series. So hopefully you guys all enjoy it. And of course, I like doing this in the beginning. That way I don't have to worry about it at the end. If you guys are enjoying this type of content, consider subscribing, of course, liking and commenting because those are free. Best way to support the channel. Anyways, let's get to this.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance.
So the fun part, and I'm going to be talking over this and everything. With this, because the difference between this and what we were doing in Dragon Ball was a little more like just normal commentary. I'm going to try and remember as much lore and storyline for these games as I can possibly remember. And then we're going to continue on forward and doing an amazing thing. I think that I love this game series. I just wish it would finally end, like actually give us the ending that we deserve, but because we didn't get that. Defiance was the last game. Defiance kind of left on a cliffhanger because there was supposed to be one more game after, and we didn't get that. So that is the thing. But yeah, we're starting off with this. Anyways, what's going on in this is there's a fight between, the living and the dead, vampires pretty much. This was a console. That's a vampire specifically. He is the main villain. If I remember right, he's the main villain. And then we've got, this is Merlin. I think they call him Merlin. He was a knight and he's forever to walk the earth cursed.
You are hereby damned.
So essentially he's just a living armor. He is a boss later on in this game. He is hard.
You will serve us for eternity.
So it's an interesting thing. And then she was supposed to be the lady who keeps the pillars balanced. And of course, if she dies, obviously the pillars become corrupted and we go into a dark age where it's lawless.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
I stay open for no man in these dark
times.
Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome.
And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
So there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of you're going to hear Kain talking And he's going to be describing everything that's going on. We are in the beginning of the game, which shows that we don't have any health. You see essentially what's the magic bar, but that's all it is. There's nothing else to this. So we're going to come out here and we're going to go die, because that's literally what you have to do. To start the game, you have to go die.
That's him.
You cannot kill anyone. You can kind of walk around, but they keep coming and coming. And yeah, you can't leave. You can't do anything. You actually cannot kill these guys.
End it.
You cannot do any damage to them. They technically have infinite health. I have tried to kill them. I have spent, as a kid, there was you could game shark it to have infinite health, and you'd break the game because you can't kill them, but they can't kill you.
They
So.
victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge.
I love
I didn't care if I was
this.
in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool,
You gotta love it.
I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
And now we
Will
get to
have
be
the blood
actually
you
Kain,
hunger for.
the vampire. Kind of funny. Vampires playing a vampire game.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
So the funny part is there's no like action button to hit buttons. You just kind of walk over them.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
And then you got, your buttons to do everything. So squares attack. Circle will drain blood of anything that you weaken or daze. You get things like this.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
And that's a consumable. So there's quite a bit. So, and then of course we've got our buttons. We can zoom out, zoom in, and then you can get a full map view right there. This is all part of the original game too, so
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
so anytime you come across someone like this, you can, kill them, or you can kill them. When they're like this,
These
they're
ancient
automatically
symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own
Thanks, Kain.
capacity to
Thanks.
summon energy for the spawning of spells.
but they're just free meals, but they don't give you the most health. They give you some health, but not a lot. And then here's our save point.
Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite. And if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
So this is our save points. I'm not gonna worry about this one. Start again. There's a lot of commentary and going over everything that I can remember from these games. I love the series. I wish it would finish. I know I've talked about that before, but it's such a good series. And this one's very Zelda-like.
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things. When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
So yeah, we are now in a point where, hey, it's like the sun's technically out right now. Looks like the sun's out because right behind me is everything. And you know what? Really quickly. What was it? There we go. That's paused. Let me move myself. Because you guys aren't going to see any of my stuff in the back.
Iron sword. Iron armor.
So this gives us all of our, here's all of our items, all of our weapons and equipment, all of the spells we can get. All right. Now that we're back to here. I think I can get over there later. The rain's not doing any damage to me. That's weird. I think it's doing it specifically. Yeah, it's nighttime now. So I'm not ever, you can't die instantly because I think it always starts off with rain. It just wants you to, no. I forgot X uses the item that I have equipped currently. Yeah, be careful with like these skeletons because these skeletons will just walk up and blow up on you. Oh. They die in one hit, but they will blow up and hurt you. And like right now we're in the beginning where we're just trying to get our initial things going. Oh, I did not mean to kill both of them. All right, lady. Yeah. Get our initial stuff going and progress forward. Because we're going to do we have to get our revenge first, and then we start the actual game. Alright, so this one is, you have to hit the right buttons for that to close. If not, you don't progress forward.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
And I'm going to have that equipped for now. That way I don't accidentally do, try and warp. Ah, he blew up. And yes, I am zoomed out right now. You can be this close or this far out. I like being a little more far out on this game. Unless I need like a little more precision movement. And then I can go from there. And because this, you know, technically was played on a PlayStation. The original PlayStation, I'm using an analog stick, I'm just telling you right now, but the original PlayStation, you didn't play on an analog stick. This was out before the analog controller came out, so I believe, yeah, save point. And you can tell movement wise. So this is me on the analog stick. This is me on the D-pad. So a little more precision movement. I think it might have, I don't remember. It's been forever since I played the OG. Oh, I'm burning. Okay, now we're...
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
There we go.
What trickery is this?
There we go.
I'll kill you, massacre. If we put you down once, we could do it again.
Brave Victor!
Don't mind me, I'm just going to kill.
Faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
Yeah,
There is
and
no greater relief
I love the
than
entire thing
from
that
vengeance sated. When
I
my
can sit here and go,
assassin is dead, my
arranged
quest
blood.
was over.
Kill you.
'Tis not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters, look to the pillars, and gain way to the fortress of the mind.
And now it loads. And now it loads. Oh yeah, and because there's no like active like action button in this game, anytime you hit
Where the bloody deed of my murder took
anytime you see a red triangle on the ground, that's how you activate like information. Again, they did really well of like trying to figure out how to make this work. My favorite is you can come into here, and because you're dead and they know you're dead, sir, you didn't want to give me ale. I want my ale now. By ale, I mean your blood. Yeah, but you can walk into houses. People will either try and attack you or they'll run away from you. It's kind of funny. It can be either or. Townspeople will try and kill you sometimes, or they'll walk around and be like, we're not going to do anything, so leave us alone. And you're like, yeah, but do I want to? And I'm at full health, so yeah, I don't kind of want to deal with these people. I'm only going into their houses to break their stuff. Hi, sir. I will say, hit detection in this game sometimes weird, because you can swing one way and it will hit, and other times it will
The
miss.
necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can hit. Never mind. There is an action button. If you hit circle on that, it'll do stuff too. Like I said, sometimes the hit detection in this game is kind of funny, because it like it works but doesn't. And if you notice, oh god, ow!
Save Victor!
ranged mother. But if you notice that when I get enough blood, I look like full on health, because I am. If you drink too much blood, it will just straight up, it'll overflow, which is a great thing. I think that was a good addition to it. I think that's a great addition to this. So we will get to the pillars here first. This is the pillars.
Pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
So we'll do the pillars, and then I'll save at the pillars. And we'll call it for the first episode there. Because we get a little story thing, and then we go from there. It'll be like pillars, and then one more thing. Getting bat form, I think.
Nopraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The Nine of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Nopraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
And then that's our dilemma thing. So there's two endings to this game. You restore the pillars or you destroy the pillars. And we'll go from there once we get to that point.
His blind act of vengeance threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Nopraptor began.
All right, there we go. And now we come here. This is our teleport. And then we'll get bat form. And then I think there's a save point right after.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me. These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
Okay. And then I think I need to add bat form to my spells.
Sanctuary.
No.
This.
All right. I couldn't remember. Oh, our next spell is actually light, I think. Which we get in here after we... We'll get in here. And this is where we get light, and this is where we can save. And that... No, nope, I'm going the wrong way. I think the save point's to the left, right? Yes, it is. Cool. I'm going to stand up here and then we'll save the game here. I had to see how it works, so you're going to see a save, which is that right there, but we're going to save over that. That was the initial, just see how it works. And game saved. We're at day 5 Gs. Yeah, it's days go by quickly in this game. Anyways, that's it for this the beginning episode for Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. Thanks everyone for swinging by on this episode. I'm going to stop calling them episodes because it just sounds like I'm doing a series, but it's like seasons. Anyways, thanks for checking out this video. As always, remember guys, beginning of the video, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all in the next one. Till then, guys, take care.